Hello students, welcome back to my channel Focus and Move. Today's video is about oxidation and reduction. This is also called a redox reaction. What is oxidation reaction? The reaction in which oxygen is being added and hydrogen is being removed. It means adding of oxygen and removal of hydrogen is called an oxidation reaction. In oxidation reaction, there is an addition of oxygen and removal of hydrogen. Okay? दैट मीन्स किसी भी रिएक्शन में अगर ऑक्सीजन का एडिशन हो रहा है या फिर हाइड्रोजन का रिमूवल हो रहा है और उस रिएक्शन को ऑक्सीजन रिएक्शन कहते हैं. Okay, and in case of reduction reaction is the opposite of oxidation reaction. In reduction reaction, there is the addition of hydrogen. Remember, there is addition of hydrogen and removal of oxygen. Let me explain it with the help of an example. Magnesium. Magnesium is burned in presence of oxygen. And it's produced मैग्नीशियम ऑक्साइड. अगर मैग्नीशियम को ऑक्सीजन के प्रेजेंस में जलाया जाए तो मैग्नीशियम ऑक्साइड प्रोड्यूस होते हैं. दैट मीन्स मैग्नीशियम के साथ ऑक्सीजन का एडिशन हो. दैट मीन्स देयर वी आर एडिंग ऑक्सीजन and it is produced magnesium oxide. Addition of oxygen means what? Oxidation reaction. Same way in the case of ammonia. By heating ammonia, split into two base compound that is a nitrogen and hydrogen. See, when we heat ammonia, hydrogen is getting removed. Okay, this is your oxidation reaction. Okay, addition of oxygen and removal of hydrogen. The same in the case of reduction. This is opposite of oxidation reaction. In reduction, fluorine is added to hydrogen and it produces hydrogen chloride. That means addition of hydrogen. रिमूवल ऑफ ऑक्सीजन. यहाँ से क्या हो रहा है? यहाँ से ऑक्सीजन का रिमूव होना. जैसे रिमूवल ऑफ ऑक्सीजन, कॉपर ऑक्साइड से ऑक्सीजन रिमूव होना. दैट मींस रिडक्शन रिएक्शन. नेक्स्ट, you have understood? Redox reaction is a combination of both oxidation and reduction reaction. Okay, those reaction in which oxidation and reduction take place simultaneously is called a redox reaction. Let me explain with the help of an example. This chemical equation. Zinc oxide से oxygen का reduce होना. This is a reduction because oxygen has been reduced from zinc oxide. Same way, in copper, oxygen is being added. So it is oxidation. Oxygen add हुआ है यहाँ पर copper में और zinc से क्या हुआ? Oxygen reduce हुआ है. Already I have told you. Okay, that addition of oxygen is oxidation. Removal of oxygen is reduction. Same way in this case you see hydrogen with hydrogen, oxygen is being added. That is oxidation. In here, oxygen is getting removed, so we get reduction. So what we have discussed now, we have discussed about oxidation and reduction. This all points is about the classical point of view. From the classical point of view, oxidation is adding of oxygen and removal of hydrogen. Reduction is adding of hydrogen and removal of oxygen. Now I will discuss oxidation and reduction in terms of electron में क्या होता है? In terms of electron, oxidation. In oxidation there is a loss of electrons. Electron का loss होना. In reduction there is a gain of electrons. Electron का gain होना. These things you can remember in simple word. Okay? In simple what you can remember? Oil weight. Okay? Remember the term oil weight. Oil means oxidation is loss. Then is loss of electron. Weight means reduction in gain. That means this electrons का gain हो रहा है. Okay. Next, let us take two atom A and D. A में atom A में oxidation हो रहा है और atom B में reduction हो रहा है. Okay. And in oxidation and reduction, electrons move between the atom. There is a movement of electrons between the atom in case of oxidation and reduction. Okay? Now, atom A is losing one of its electrons. Atom A is losing one of its electrons. When atom A is losing electrons, who is receiving the electrons? This means gaining the electron. Atom B is giving the electron. Okay? Atom A is undergoing oxidation. That means it is losing its electron. Undergoing oxidation because it is losing its electron. And atom B is undergoing reduction because it is receiving the electrons, gaining the electrons. So A is oxidized and B is receiving electrons. So we can say B is reduced. Okay? When we donate electrons, okay, A gives electrons to B. So it is undergoing re- reducing agent. It is reducing agent because we are donating electrons from A to B. And atom B is being reduced. It means B takes electrons from A. किससे electrons ले रहा है B? A से electrons ले रहा है. B takes electrons from A. So it is an oxidizing agent because it is accepting the electrons. Okay, I hope you have understood it. Next, one more important thing you should remember in case of oxidation reaction. I have already told you A is oxidation, B is reduction. In case of oxidation reaction, electrons are written as product on the right hand side. Okay, because the atoms are releasing them. Next, reduction reaction are written on the left hand side of the reactant. Electrons are written on the left hand side of the reaction because it is gaining electrons. So it will be minus. Minus since it is gaining electrons. Next, let me explain with the help of this example, sodium chloride. So we are taking two atoms, sodium and chloride. Sodium and chloride are two atoms. Now there is a these are electrically neutral atom. That means there is no charge between them. And there is a transfer of electrons between sodium and chlorine. Hence, if there is a transfer of electrons between sodium and chlorine, sodium is donating one of its electron to chlorine. Sodium is donating electrons. It is losing electrons. It becomes Na plus. And who is receiving the electrons? Chlorine is receiving the electrons. It is become Cl minus. Because sodium is oxidized. It is oxidized and chlorine is reduced. And it's a positive and negative charges will attract each other and it's become sodium chloride NaCl. Now these two charges will cancel each other and it's become NaCl. This is like a common salt. Let's you see in this example. This is an example of a redox reaction. Okay? Both oxidation and reduction take place in this reaction. You see, but copper के ऊपर में +2 है. +2 means it loses electrons. Okay, it is losing electrons. Zero means zero charge means there is neither gaining electrons nor losing electrons. That means they are electrically neutral. Okay, when there is minus, remember there is a gain of electrons. Okay, now copper. Copper is losing electron. Okay, losing electron. That means its oxidation number decreases. The oxidation number of copper decreases to 2 to 0. When its oxidation number decreases, there is a gain of electrons. When there is a gain of electrons, we say it is reduction. Here you see the oxidation number of G increases. When oxidation number increases, there is a loss of electrons. When there is a loss of electrons, we say it is oxidation. Same way in case of this, you can see oxidation number का increase होना, oxidation number का increase होना मतलब gain of electrons is oxidation. Yeah, oxidation number का decrease होना, it is a loss of electrons. This is a reduction. I hope students you have understood these things properly. Thank you for watching this video.